Hi everybody! So I'm doing a journey healing and wisdom session for Kendra today, and I've actually done a few soul rebirth journeys for her in the past, and Kendra is a really sensitive, empathetic person, so she struggles with feeling too much. Even to walk into Walmart can be an overwhelming experience because she's feeling too much. So she's been working on learning how to not allow that to control her life, to be empathetic, but not to allow it to, control her life. So in this session, she's wanting me to help get her balanced. She's been feeling out of balance. She's also noticing pressure in the ears, and then she's been hearing like sounds and whispers. And so I'm going to go ahead and for those of you watching, I'm actually going to be doing a live distance spiritual healing session for Kendra. And so I'm going to go into her spiritual atmosphere and we'll learn about you, Kendra. And you're so wonderful for sharing this openly on YouTube. Thank you. So yeah, I was just so excited. I just want to get started and see what's going on here. So I don't know why it's like I'm smelling, sensing the smell of the air. I actually, in the energy space, I'm already transitioning into it, like bam, I'm already there. And so I'm just, like my face is kind of tilted upward and it's like I'm sniffing the air out, but there's nothing to see here. It's completely dark. There's some like gremlin-y, groggy, nothing creepy by any means. It's actually kind of on the cute level, but there's some like where the wild things roam kind of, they're kind of cute and they're friendly, but they're kind of monster-esque. But there's kind of that, they're in the shadows down here. And so it's like I'm trying to follow my nose. Where do I go next? And I'm not really allowing myself to see what's going on here. I'm just following my nose. But there's something about the direction here that we need to open our eyes more and actually see what's happening before us, and then allowing ourselves to decide if this is really the right direction, really the right pathway forward. Is this a good reflection of who you are? Because really these are like grumpy monsters. Again, it's like there's an adorable element to it because it's like they're grumpy monsters. They're not like, hey, I'm gonna eat you alive. They're like just grumpy monsters, like, ooh, like a Sesame Street character or something. It's hard for you to want to open your eyes and see. You want to sniff things out, but you don't want to open your eyes and see. Because if you open your eyes, you might not like what you see. And if you don't like what you see, then, you can't go back. You can't take that back. Once you see it, it is what it is. And now you have to integrate it or process it within yourself. And you're really resisting seeing something for what it is. I don't know if this has to do with your empathetic ability, or if it's a real life thing, like some real life element is going on that is that you're just kind of like rolling with it, and you rolling with it, and you don't want to really look deeper than just rolling with it. But the spirit realm is encouraging you to actually really open your eyes and see what this is all about. You're letting go of a lot of sadness inside your heart. It doesn't hurt me. I'm just allowing your heart to release the sadness. So I experienced that. So your heart is like a portal, a tunnel, and it's kind of like, it's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more clenchy. Like you really need a lot more breathability in there. It's really tight. There's a lot of stuff that you're going to have to face with yourself. And I see you standing before a mirror, and actually you are looking at yourself in the mirror, but you're trying to you're not looking deep within you. There's still something where it's like I want life to kind of have more of like the basic expectations, but I don't want to go deeper beneath the surface of that, because that's going to require effort, or it's going to require more from me. But I see yourself looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're like checking out your curves and to see that if everything's in place, like I'm a sexy woman kind of thing. But you're wearing like yoga clothes, but it's just like a t-shirt and then some tighter pants, and so it's not like you're wearing hot leather pants and like a bra or something. It's more laid back, but you are like like kind of like kissing, like making kissy faces at yourself in the mirror. All the while your heart is saying, look deeper, look deeper. You have such a beautiful, so sweet spiritual atmosphere. It's very easy to take your energy essence in. It's really like I could feel it's just so easy to talk to you kind of thing. It's so easy to just enjoy your presence. Your presence is really delightful. You have a really delightful energy vibe about you. This one is hard, because what your heart is asking you to do is what's going to feel like having to do gymnastics. So you're on the balance beam. As long as I can walk straight ahead, no problem. But if you're asking me to do a round off double somersault off of this balance beam, you can forget it. I'm not doing that. And so you're kind of living in two worlds. Your heart is asking you to explore something differently, but you're still like, just want to walk the path, and that's all I want to do. But the problem with just walking the path is you're actually not moving forward in time. You're doing the same thing each and every day, but you're not dynamically, you're not working on yourself on a dynamic, diverse level. So you're just continuing to walk the pathway every day, but that's actually you not moving forward in time. Believe it or not. See, the thing is everybody on the planet wants, I'll just wake up, I'll go to work, have my job, I'll come home, but I want it to be easy, just the expectations to be Monday through Sunday, I just know what's going to happen next. Not everybody wants to go to work, but we all want to just know what to expect, We want to know where we're going with life, and it to be like in sequential order and no like surprises. And so there's something here about, if we live our life like that, yeah, we're going to age, we're going to get older, we're going to look in the mirror and we're going to see ourselves older. But really, how dynamically, how many round-offs and somersaults, and how did we train our bodies, and how did we conquer ourselves by just doing the same thing Monday through Sunday? Versus saying, you know what, screw this balance beam and this pathway forward. I'm going to jump off of it and ask the spirit realm now how to teach me how to do this routine. This new gymnastics routine. It seems way beyond my capacity. I'm just kind of moving through life straight ahead, but now you're asking me to do like round-offs and somersaults and all that stuff, and then that's way beyond what I think I can do right now. And so you need to actually ask the spirit realm to say, to encourage you to say, okay, I'm going to open my eyes, I'm going to see what is before me, I'm going to take it in. And I'm going to welcome you, spirit realm, to give me little clues along the way on how I can expand beyond this, and how I can work with that positive heart, heart inspirations, to not see it as like an avoidance thing, but to see it as an embracing thing. I want to embrace what my heart is encouraging me to do, because when we embrace it, it's actually good. What resists the embrace is ego and structure that just wants to follow the path, and it wants just things to be easy and good all the time. It's like going to break the mirror for you, because it's just not what you want to see. And it's not what you want to hear. You tell me that there's something. It's deeper, and you show me there's a zipper that got caught in your skin, and this is not fun. And it was zipping up over your, like a little bit on the emotions and then over your heart, and it actually it zips your skin up and your heart into the skin too, and it hurts. But we're sort of just like, I'm kind of numb, so I'm not choosing to feel how bad that hurts. But it's kind of a serious thing. So why is this happening? What is this all about? I'm asking the spirit realm. Oh gosh. So I unzip it really fast, like ripping off a Band-Aid, and all this like rotten fish, slimy squids, goop just pours out of your heart portal region. It's a little tight, it's a little bit in the emotion, but it's really focused on the heart. And all these nasty squids are just pouring out of you. And I feel like you're full of it. You're full of nasty squids. So I'm actually taking your outfit, which is your body, zipping it all the way down, and I'm taking your body off of the squids, because the squids have been wearing you, and so there's something not right about this. So that feels ridiculously way better. Oh my God, does that ever feel better? Phew. Let's see what else, because I know you're talking about your ears and stuff like that, and let's see if I can get him to tell me something about this. No, they really want to focus on your heart portal, really wanting you to focus on your heart portal. Sadness coming out. Releasing sadness, and again, I see you put back together, but the zipper is still there. We don't need a zipper, and your heart portal is still small, and it needs to be open with more breathability. I don't even think you know what your talent is yet, because it's like right now I'm starting to just little bits by little bits, we're looking more deeply into you, and I'm starting to see that that you're resisting your empathetic gift instead of just allowing it to burst forward. You're not figuring out how to work with it. You feel like you're going against the grains, or it's going against the grains with you. But really, you need to learn how to work with it, flow with it, allow it, and not create some energy structures in order to keep it in check, because that's not actually that's actually going to harm you. Your head is they're showing me like a, like a music box. You could wind it up on a little thing on the side. So there's like a little windy thing on the side here. Oh gosh. Man, that thing goes like all the way into your head, and you can imagine it like a drill, you gotta drill a hole in the wall. Well, we're just gonna drill a hole inside your head, and the drill is really long, like it goes all the way through the center, like right inside there. You are you are building up more layers of resistance, and that's what's creating pressure here. And you're doing it to yourself, actually. And you really need to listen to your heart, because your heart is giving you the advice you need in order to get the pressure to go away and actually start working with your empathetic gifts. And what you translate it into is, I'm just a regular person walking on a balancing beam. And when you translate your heart, it's like, I want you to do this crazy gymnastics act that's just like way out of your league. And so you're just simply not going to go there. But your heart is asking you because it isn't out of your league. It actually is something you're 100% capable of, and it's time to work with spirit in order to learn those tricks. You're so freaking, you're psychic, you're sensory, you're so sensory, and you're still like man, there's like a massive black orb around you too about this, and you're shielding out the spirit realm instead of welcoming the spirit realm to work with you. Whispers in your head and stuff, I just, you know what, I'm all about heart. So I just feel stuff out all the time. And empathetic people, they also feel stuff out all the time. So I'm not sure about what the whispers are saying, so to speak. Are you wanting to hear stuff? Are you wanting to have like a clairaudience type thing? Are you wanting to develop like a skill like that? Oh man, your head is out. You got a massive structure around your head, and that's gotta go. But it's not easy. This is like a kid trying to rip the braces off of their teeth. Like this is pretty indented, like imprinted. It's gonna stay right there. It's gonna stay there. You created this. You actually created this. Oh my God, how did you do it? You're freaking ingenious. And it's like braces on the teeth, but it's on your head. It's a disaster. It's almost like somebody who has a severe neck injury or something. Like I don't know why there's like a metal structure, and then they have their neck in place, but they have like a metal structure around their head and everything, so they really can't move anything at all. Like this, it's more than just a neck brace. It's like a head brace. Your head is in a brace. I'm bringing your consciousness. I mean, there's so many versions of you here, so I'm just bringing in a part of your consciousness to look at this scene with me and say, hey, what's up with this? And what do you want to do about this? She says, she's telling me what is along the lines of, I put this here because it's giving me the support I need when I'm not working with my heart. So this is actually the structure that I need in my life, which helps me to continue to walk on the balance beam instead of doing the crazy gymnastics. I would much rather have this here than let this go. I need this right now. I'm saying, so you're telling me that this structure preventing you from following your heart is good and healthy for you. And I'm talking about something in the structure of your life also. That you got to look at your life structure and say that there's something in this is not just about the energy structure you've created here on your head, or there's something in your life right now that you need to look at. And there's something about the structure of it that's preventing you from following your heart, but you don't want to follow your heart. You just want to hang on to that structure, and the only way to hang on to the structure is to create actually energetically harming contraptions in order to stay balanced. Now we're starting to understand what all this pressure in your head is all about. Are you pressured? Are you feeling pressured by life right now? Is there some pressuring thing going on? I mean, it feels like you need to change, the way you're parading through life, because life, there's something about your waltz or your step that it's time to let it happen. It's time to let you out of the bag. Like you let the cat out of the bag, but let's let you out of the bag. There's something about you really going out there and on another, like on a whole new limb of where you've been before. This one isn't per se for me to remove, because it's based on you making a choice in your life to continue the way you are or to follow your heart. So I'm talking as part of your consciousness because I'm here right now and I can just remove it right now, but I need to have your consciousness tell me that that's okay, because it's not going to do me any good to remove it if it's not time yet, kind of thing. well, your conscious says, well, can't you just work with my structure? Can't you just put love inside my head and make the pressure go away so then we can just work with my structure? And it's like, that isn't, I don't support your structure. I do not support your structure. So me putting light into your head is not healthy. That's just sort of like it's sort of like, I want to lose weight, but I just want to take the weight loss pill, but I don't want to exercise and I don't want to, work on my diet or anything. So there's something about, I just want it easy. Just put the light in my head so I can keep doing what I'm doing. It's like, no, you need to change what you're doing, and now I can revitalize and revamp you with that transformation, because I'm here to heal you, not support what is not healing you. Oh gosh. Oh man. You're like lots and lots of squares, and go like all doing that right now. All over your face is doing that, your neck and your shoulders. That's all I see in the picture. It's just like this. Are you letting go of the structure? Are you restructuring yourself? What are you doing? There's a huge energy shift going on with it. Oh man, you wouldn't believe this. We're lifting the structure off, and oh my God, does it ever go deep, and it's very painful. It actually has posts that are stuck deeply into your shoulders and into your spine. So you're okay. You actually are the force that is lifting it off. So we're doing it together, and my God, when that lifts off, it's also like stuck inside. There's like 2 long poles that go into your chest as well, so keep it on tight. Oh man, have you ever like stepped on glass before and you had to take the glass piece out, and it's just like, this sucks so bad right now. That's what this is, but the glass piece is like a metal pole that's like this long, and it's stuck in all these different places inside of you. It's okay. It's actually really good. We're letting it go, and so there's just like a lot of release going on, and it's heavy, and it's emotional, and it's sad, and it's confused, and it's letting go, and it's just all that. But this is right. This is exactly what you need. You miss the structure. You miss it. But you and yourself are talking right now, and the one that just got that lifted off of her, and then the one that finally said, okay, let's do it, you both agree that we need to continue to move forward without that structure. But this manipulator version of you is like, okay, well, I need to find another place to put a structure to offset the structure that I just removed, so that way we can find our balance again. But it's like, quit creating structures that are self-harming. You want to, you don't even need the structure. You just need to open up and let things flow. Why are you resisting the flow? So she is so manipulative, and she's also you. You are creating things that are self-harming, and you don't even realize it, because you haven't learned how to work with your talent or your gifts yet. And you're very energetically smart to be able to create such a thing as that. This one's going to take a little bit. You need to lay down. That removal of that thing was really big deal for you. You're laying down right now, that version of you, and the other manipulative one is kind of standing here. She tells me, Abby, I so badly want to. She shows me something so crazy. She wants to turn you into a mechanical robot. She wants to put structures on the feet, and then I better do the legs, and then all the legs, and then the hips, and all the internal organs should be metallic structures as well, because when we're a robot, then we can function with parts, and then we can change the parts out. But when we're functioning with the body is just so unpredictable. Like, there's just so many unpredictable aspects about being human. But the more we can program our body and ourself, the more that we can stay firm with the pathway forward. That's what she's like. She's very much so encouraging you to be more like a robot than like a human being with emotions and heart and instability and randomness and all that stuff. But we can find a way to ground you and work with what you are, instead of saying can't work with what you are, need to transform myself into a robot full of structure and programming. She's so desperately, she can't even stand still. She's like shaking as you're just rusting in the bed. She's like, gotta make robot, gotta put you into a robot. Oh my God, I don't know what to do right now. You're free of the structure that I created. I spent so much time on it, and it's been working. Why can't you just deal with your head pressure? She's just like whoa, like that. Oh man, this is bad. I see you standing up, and there's an axe that goes straight into your back, and it breaks your spine, and you snap into two pieces. And now she's so mad, she's taking an axe to you and just hacking you up. She doesn't want to be human. She just wants to be a robot, because she can't fit into this world unless she is a robot. And if she can't be a robot, then she can't be human. So what can she be? So she must hack herself into pieces now is the only solution. As she's shaking and crying and saying, I don't know what to do. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And she is, all the while you're still safe and protective, resting in bed, and no harm has come to you. It's your ego, it's your fears playing out this sort of crazy scheme right now, but it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with your ego's attempt to get on board, and it can't do it, so it's freaking out right now. She is so hurt inside. I mean, she's shaking, she is weak. Ego, she would be like ego. She tries so hard to do everything right, and the only right way to live is like a robot. Like, she's quite certain of this. And this is unbearable for her to have to find a way to accept you as a human being, and to allow you to be a human being is just like I cannot do that. That's not for your best. It's for your worst. That's the way she's thinking right now. Your ego. Your mind. Yeah, your head's feeling way better. Like, I already feel like I can breathe in my ears. I can breathe in my head again. Breathability. It feels nice. Oh, yeah, I feel angelic. I feel heavenly. I feel like the wings are starting to attach to my backside. Like, I can fly. I feel like I emanate with light. I feel like light is within and around me. I feel like I'm going to be okay. I show ego this. Ego says, wow, she's beautiful as an angel. And she starts to visualize creating all these structures around you and turning you into a robot. And I say, you are going into a containment area until you can learn how to love yourself. How to allow yourself to be as you are, as the most beautiful aspect of who you are. It's just, you're too wonderful. You gotta let that wonderful out. She doesn't want to be quarantined. She wants to be free to think for herself. And I say, well, this sort of angelic version, wants to be free to fly, free to be herself. She doesn't want to be a robot. So you need to stop being so controlling of what needs to happen here. You need to let the heart make some decisions too sometimes. Oh, she's like, heart. she is just like, it creates the evil eye as she looks at the heart. And she's kind of adorable in this. She's like, hearts are poopy. Like, she's kind of adorable in the way that she gets upset with the heart. And she needs to calm down even more. I'm just like, calm down. Heart is beautiful. Heart is who you are. And ego, you are your heart. Ego actually finds that to be too special for her. There's no way that I could be my heart. That's like way too special of a place for me. I'm not good enough for a place like that. And I say, ego, you are your heart. Ego says, I'm rotten and I'm rude and I'm mean and I transform myself into a robot and I hurt myself. Say, ego, you are your heart. And I start to visualize a heart inside of ego, full of love, emanating, accepting the process, allowing the process. Ego starts to breathe love for the first time, and it starts to enter into the mental body senses, the fingertips, the toes, like everything in between. Ego just basks in it, paused out, just basking in the love. The ego space is full of just dark and twisted confusion. So the ego is emanating the love into the space, so it's getting brighter and brighter, and it's starting to emanate out of your third eye. So in and out, emanating above your head, letting go of that. There's like some sort of weird energy that comes out the back of your head and just goes, we just let go of that. Breathability is taking place. I gotta do just, you need some grounding work here after that. Just allowing you to feel connected to the planet, feel in your body, and fully accepting of that place, to be in your body, and to feel really grounded into the earth and beyond this earth. I feel very grounded, very connected to the earth and the sky, and I'm opening up a doorway here for you to start working with your spirit guides, and they're going to communicate with your heart, okay? And they're going to encourage you through your heart to try new techniques, and it's not going to be something you got to scheme up or plan out or try to figure out. It's something that you allow yourself to understand it inside your heart. You have a lot of love entering into your sphere, so now that sort of dark bubble it doesn't exist anymore, and the love is just surrounding you. It says work with us. Love says work with us. Let go of fear. Work with us. These beings of love pull out a nasty jam in your emotional and gut region. That's all I can do right now, Kendra. This was really interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and come back to my body here. I'm just allowing that love to continue to emanate throughout your spiritual atmosphere. You're going to notice yourself feeling a lot better. Especially, you're not going to feel all that pressure in your head. Like, that should actually alleviate entirely. I would say that'll go away entirely, because the flows are getting more natural, and you're starting to feel a flow inside your heart. And you're starting to feel a lot more open and to receiving love and working with love. So now what is the balance beam experience and the gymnastics expectations just evaporate, because you don't need to get judged. You don't need to judge easy and hard. You don't need that. You just simply instinctively move forward, whatever direction or whatever inspirations come into your heart. And it's not supposed to be easy or hard. It's just the next thing. So you got to allow the next thing to happen, okay? All right. Kendra, thank you so much. This was really fun to connect with you again. And thank you for, being open to sharing for others. to learn. So for those of you watching, if you're interested in exploring a psychic session with me, then please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I do sessions by private recorded video, so a lot like this, but I can share it privately with you instead of on YouTube, unless you want to share it on YouTube. And then I also do live sessions. So if you're interested, please get yourself booked in at my website. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I wish you all a wonderful day.